I won the school games, which is why I got to interview Alex Hormozi, and I got to ask him some questions about my school community, but more importantly, also what he would do as an editor. Now, I recorded the interview. I haven't watched it back yet, so we're going to watch it together. Let's go.
Hello, hello. I hope you can hear me.
Every Zoom meeting ever.
I can hear you.
Perfect. First of all, thanks for doing this. I
bet.
don't answer my questions anymore, so that's nice.
I see.
This was so shit. I sent in a lot of questions, but they just disappeared, and he could see them, but I didn't. And I couldn't open up my notes because I was recording the screen. It was just messy.
I see it.
So I have a community about video editors, and they, of course, they love your style. So they're also curious, like, how would someone as a video editor like approach you and like basically get in? And also the other question was more like, if you had the skill of being a video editor, how would you grow it to 1 million?
Okay, so those are separate questions. So
I got called out there. Those were separate questions. That wasn't one question, Tom.
So for me, we accept, like, we have job openings and you can apply to them.
I was really hoping he was gonna say like a secret sales technique. No, it was job openings. I mean, it makes sense. He's right. He does have job openings, so.
And we run, every once in a while, we run a contest where we just put out raw footage and have everyone submit.
But wait for it. I remember this. He's gonna say something really valuable.
And what's hilarious is that, like, we'll have 1,000 people apply and only like 50 people will submit.
That's crazy. And I think a lot of people would probably normally ignore this, but he literally has more than 1,000 people apply on a single job post. And then only 50 people submit. And this is the Alex Hormozi. Right now, one of the biggest personal brands in the entrepreneur space. 50 applications. And I think it's so funny because, like, you see this time and time again, right? I'm scrolling on Twitter or X, whatever you call it. I see a post where someone's saying, oh, I have a job opening. And then literally 50 replies, but not a single one put in some effort to create a sample or even create a video for that person.
It's just, the bar is hilariously low for people to actually like try. So some people are like, oh, I don't even want to submit. There's so many people who are applying. It's like, dude, that's what everyone thinks, which is why there's not that many people get through.
That's also so true. It's like you think like, oh, it doesn't make sense to even apply on this because everyone applies. In the meantime, not everyone applies. And also don't forget that from the people that apply, there's a lot of them that are not great at all. So you don't really have 50 competitors. You probably even have like 10 to 20 because there's only 10 to 20 people of those 50 people that are really taking it serious.
So that's that part. As for the $1 million a year, I think it's just like, how do I get 20 clients to pay me $5,000 a month? And then what level of delivery can I promise that's sufficiently valuable and to what customer?
So breaking it down, this makes it more clear, right? Instead of the 1 million a year, 20 clients of 5K. Now, of course, this is really easier said than done, but it does make it more simple.
Now, part of that's going to be finding better customers because who they're going to attract initially is going to be a $1,500 a month small business owner that asks them to make Instagram reels and then they don't record the videos. And when they do record the videos, they suck. And then they blame the video editor for why the videos aren't performing. And I'm sure, hopefully you talk about this, but video editing is not the valuable skill. The valuable skill is understanding social media. The editing is relatively commoditized. And with AI, it's becoming increasingly commoditized. So it's really taste and understanding data and trends.
This has been going through my head the last couple of weeks since he said that. And especially because he said, I hope you teach this. Because I was thinking like, I don't really teach this yet. I do it myself, but I don't really teach this yet. But also since this answer, I completely shifted the Social Creator Club. Yes, there's still going to be deep dives in like explaining editing, advanced editing techniques and sales methods, things like that. But getting results with your edits, that's the new focus. I even created a full new model because of it. So if you're not a pro member yet, link is in the description.
And understanding data and trends is what is more and more valuable.
Makes sense.
So if they can demonstrate that they understand what's hot, that is more valuable.
Right. Thanks. I'll let the other people. Thank you for this.
You're good.
Crazy, right? Data and trends. I think that's also a really good skill to learn, especially also with the AI stuff. Like it went so quick, but it's so nice to watch this back now because, like I said, literally every sentence I'm thinking like, okay, this is such a good point. Editing is becoming more commoditized. And yeah, because of AI, that will be more and more. I spoke with some experts on AI on the event, and they also said the same, like the basic editors, they will probably be replaced in the future. In my opinion, you either are really, really good at editing, or you have an amazing personal brand, or you know how to get results. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions for me, then drop them down below. If you want to become a pro editor, but also want to get results with your edits, then do join the Social Creator Club Pro. Link is in the description. Then I also want to thank you. Thanks for all the support. Also because of you, I got to join these school games, which I'm forever grateful for. It was really amazing. So thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.